Hi everyone, welcome. Today I'll be going over how to divide 3-digit number by a 2-digit number. We have two examples and we'll go through them step by step. Let's get started. Okay, I have the first problem. It's 276 divided by 12. So let's go ahead and set this problem. You're going to take the 276, which is called your dividend, and you're going to place that under your division bar. And then you're going to put the 12, which is it's called a divisor, and you're going to put that in the front. Okay, so the first step is we're going to take the first number and divide that into the 12. But notice in this case, 2 cannot be divided into 12. It's too small. So we're going to move on to the second number. So now we're going to take 27 divided by 12, which basically it's saying how many times can a 12 go into the 27. So in this case, it's 2. And the reason why I'm putting the 2 over the 7 is because when we initially started, the 2 was too small to be divided into the 12. So that's why you don't want to put any number above the 2. You're going to start right here above the 7. Okay, so we're going to take 2 times 12. So what I'd like to do is just write it onto the side. 12 times 2. So 2 times 2 is 4. And then 2 times 1 is 2. So that's 24. We're going to put 24 right here, and we're going to subtract that from the 27. So 7 minus 4 is 3, and then 2 minus 2 is 0. So now the next step is going to be to drop this 6 down right here, and we're going to put the 6 here. And we're going to take this number 36, divide that into the 12. Okay, so how many times can a 12 go into 36? So in this case, it's 3. And again, I'm just going to write it to the side. We're going to take 12 times 3, which is 2 times 3 is 6. And then 1 times 3 is 36. So you're going to put the 36 here and subtract it from the 36. So then 36 minus 36 is 0. So we have our answer to our first problem, which is 23 with no remainders. Okay, our second problem is 842 divided by 30. All right, let's go ahead and set this problem up. So we're going to take 842. Again, that's the dividend, and you're going to put the dividend under your division bar. And then your divisor, which is 30, goes on the front. Okay, so first step is to take this 8 divided by the 30. However, you've noticed that 8 is too small to be divided into 30. So we're going to move on to the second number, which makes this 84. We're going to take 84 divided by 30. So the way I like to do this is kind of start with the first number, which is 3, and then the 8 right here. So how many times can a 3 go into the 8? So in this case, it's 2. So let's see if 2 works. So we're going to put the 2 here. And I'm going to write to the side 30 times 2, which is 0 times 2 is 0. And then 3 times 2 is 6. So that's 60. So let's see, 60. And then if you subtract that from the 84, let's see what we get. So 4 minus 0 is 4, and then 8 minus 6 is 2. So that actually did work. And you've noticed that once you subtract the number, if this number is less than the number, the divisor, then that means the number that you have up here is correct. And if it's too, let's say if it's too big, let's say if this 24 was 35, then that means this number needs to be changed. So, all right, so in this case, the 2 worked. Okay, so now we're going to take 24, and we can't take the 24 divided by 30, so we're going to drop this 2 down. Okay, so we're going to bring down the 2. Okay, so now we're going to take 242 divided by 30. So what I like to do is kind of, again, take this, in this case would be the first 2, which is the 24 divided by the 3, and kind of, have a number in mind where you're starting off with. So if we take 3 times 8, that's 24. So I'm going to start with 8. So let's take 30 times 8. Okay, so 0 times 8 is 0. 3 times 8 is 24. So that's 240. So that actually worked out pretty good. So we're going to bring 240 here. So you're going to take 242 minus 240. So, let me put the 8 here because we did the 30 times 8 right here. Okay, so now you're going to take 2 minus 0, which is 2. And then 4 minus 4 is 0. 2 minus 2 is 0. So this problem is a little bit different than our first problem because in this case, we actually have a remainder of 2. So when you have a remainder, you put a little R sign and you put the number next to it. So our answer to our second problem is 28 with a remainder of 2. I'll be having more videos up, so make sure you subscribe.